Okay, so I wanted to talk to the gatekeeper first because I just wanted, it's like allowing access. And I've been thinking about what we're going to do today, and I thought lately, with all the political economic stuff that's going on, especially with Obama being elected, with the election, I realized that a lot of stuff was happening in me that was bringing up selves. And I wanted to start with that, just because it's fun. And I noticed that different parts of me were being triggered. And I thought, okay, so I'm going to take you through a few of these and see if something like that has come up for you as well. Yeah? Okay. So, when I looked at the elections, I noticed that there were several parts that were really triggered. And one was the part of me that really believes in change. You know, they were talking about change. So it's this part of me that was just coming up, wanting, you know, was excited about change. And I thought, well, who is that? And so it's like the believer, the positive, the one that, you know, that thinks that things can change, the old hippie. Can I talk to that one? Can I talk to the one that believes that things can change? Okay. All right. So, who are you? The believer?
The idealist.
The idealist. Yeah. Okay. So, tell me about you. What are you about?
About knowing what manifests is what you put your energy into.
Right. Knowing what manifests is what you put your energy into.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I know that the universe is a friendly place.
Right.
Humanity is basically good.
Humanity is basically good. Great. Yes.
Well, I sort of feel like I've lived in exile, and I'm sort of coming out, and I don't quite know who I am in that anymore. I know
Right.
the quality, but I've been in hiding for a long time, and the events like with Obama and also in Australia with Rudd, it's like suddenly I'm shaken into life again.
Right.
And I'm not quite sure what it means, how I go, about where I stand with it, but I know that I've been away for a long time.
What happens to the self when you are not there?
It's pretty hopeless. You know, I think I've been under a blanket of hopelessness.
Right. Okay. So it's quite strong. When you're not there, it has quite a strong effect on the self.
Yeah, something's really missing.
You're quite important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the John Howard blanket has been lifted.
Right.
And it feels like now that's gone,
Yeah.
there are possibilities.
So one of the things that happens when you are there is like possibilities, and there's like a lightness about you, or a fun. Fun.
And the ability to see openings for creating new ways of doing things.
The ability to see openings, right? To see possibilities.
I feel a little bit cynical about change.
Okay.
Because I used to really love it and be very idealistic, but I feel like I suppose I've experienced a lot of discouragement.
Okay.
So part of me is a little bit, we'll see.
Okay.
Like they're all the same.
Okay, so let's do this. I feel that that's a different part, and I have a sense that might be stronger for some of us, and more on the top.
Okay.
So I can either take you through that pathway, but I actually feel like let's do that together. So all of us together, we go a step over, and we first go again to. Let's go to the part of us that is cynical, the cynic. It's a bit like the skeptic, but the cynic. So let's go to the cynic, because that'll be easier. So you were here already, so tell me about you. What is it that
Well, I
you...
just feel like they're all, at the end of the day, it's all political and it's all smoke and mirrors, and it doesn't really have any meaning, and it's like haven't even watched it on TV. I hardly ever listen to the news or read the newspapers. I'm basically apathetically disinterested.
Yeah, you've seen it all before. It's all the same crap.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
Like, what difference is it going to make
Right.
to my life on a daily
Right.
basis, really?
Right.
Yeah.
Would you say that you are I mean, all of you, like as the cynic, are you there quite a lot, would you say, you know, with all the stuff that's going on in the world and the climate change and, politics and economics? And would you say that you were there quite a lot?
I'm certainly always having discussions with the believer.
Aha. There's a bit of a battle going on between the believer and you. Right. Yes.
But I feel like if I'm not there, she'll get hurt.
Right. Oh,
I've got to protect her, because in case she gets her hopes up too much and she'll get really disappointed.
Yes.
So it's better to check out and sort of not go too far into hopefulness.
So you're saying without you, she would just, follow this part of her.
Yeah, she's just wide open then. It's
Right.
like I've got to keep her
So
safe.
you keep her safe. Yeah.
I'm just very aware that it's quite complicated.
It's
she was,
complicated.
I mean, she was incredibly idealistic when she was young.
Uh-huh.
I mean, she was really going to change the world and,
Yeah.
make it a different place. And she, really kind of did a lot of things that did in a way change things. But now I just kind of, I've watched this whole process for a long time, and it's very complicated.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure that there's an easy solution.
So when I'm listening to you and feeling you seem like you know a lot. You seem like you're quite old, like you've kind of seen it all before. And
Well, I do. I feel like
Yeah.
I've been watching quite a long process over a long, long time, and I mean, there's a lot of kind of hope and sort of solutions around, but it's a very complicated thing.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure what the answer is, and whether we're capable of actually, really accessing something that will make a difference.
Right.
As a cynic, I feel that my job is to make sure that I don't relax into thinking that somebody else is going to fix it.
Are you worried that the self might get into the idea someone else will fix it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's very much
Yeah.
hooked into, don't count on somebody else to fix it.
Yeah.
Don't stay on your toes. Make sure that you know that you've got to be active in change.
Yeah. What like as the cynic, when you sense yourself and you are there, what do you actually do? Like you said something about protecting her, and you said keeping her safe. And what do you do?
My cynic is kind of the opposite of that. Because my cynic
So you are the cynic.
drives, me as cynic drives the idealistic part to go, not good enough.
Right.
I'm going to be
It
active in
sounds like you
changing
like
that.
quality control nearly. You make sure that
Like, no, I'm not going to take that.
Right, yeah. What else? Do you have a sense as a cynic what you do?
I think I evaluate things.
You evaluate things.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been watching things. I'm very much into kind of evaluating things and really just I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I can hear that.
I'm kind of not as, I mean, I make sure she's not as easily kind of get carried away as she used to be by things.
Yeah, I can hear that. Anything else? Yeah?
I think as a cynic, I'd sort of throw a blanket over everything. I'm not very differentiated in that. I feel like he gets hurt by getting his hopes too high up.
That's right.
And the more passionate he engages in changing the world, the deeper he'll get hurt.
So you don't want him to get too passionate?
Well, I'm worried about him.
Yeah.
I think that he gets hurt.
Yes.
And at the same time, I'm aware of that. With that blanket, I'm not only protecting him, but I'm also putting a damper on lots of other feelings and passions.
When I talked to the believer, to the one that, that he talked about the blanket, it sounds like you are one of the people that puts the blanket on.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And I mean, I'm doing it sort of over the whole thing.
Over the whole
It's not that they're different issues.
Yeah. Okay, so do we have a sense of who, can you feel yourself here in the room? Yes. Great.